Dinesh and your chairman Sanjay were my juniors at school. There was just one English medium school, Swami Vivekananda English medium school. And fortunately, it was a co-ed school. So even girls we could join the school and study alongside the boys. And there was SG College. That was the only two options we had. So you are all very fortunate because you have many institutions today and you did not go out of Koppal to pursue your education. But with whatever little was available, with whatever little choice we had, we did well in our lives. So what you learn in college and what you learn outside when you go out into the bigger world are totally different. So I'm going to give 5 points which has helped me become the woman I am today. These were the points that I imbibed after I left college, because what you learn in college and school is minimum, the theoretical subjects you learn. But what the life teaches you is much harsher, and that's the reality. So I can say it's the 5 points, the 5 C's, ABCs. So the first C is communication. If you have to come up in life, you need to know how to communicate. Communicate is not just speaking with each other. Communication is a connection. When you talk to someone, you need to build that connection. You need to make that eye contact and you need to build that connection with the person you speak. Language is very important when you communicate. Both the person need to know the language. You need to speak the same language. So when we graduate from school, most of us, we would know our mother tongue. We would know like the state language. If you are in Karnataka, you would know Kannada. And then Hindi, the national language, and English, which is today the international language. So when I got out of college, I knew 4 languages and I thought, okay, I can go around the world with these 4 languages. But I was wrong. In 1990, when I moved to Madras, it was Madras then. It's Chennai now. In the 1990s, it was still Madras. I was back to square one. So despite me knowing 4 languages, I couldn't communicate because everybody spoke in Tamil in Tamil Nadu. So I remember I've gone to a market and I was I got back to speaking sign language. So I asked the vendor, how much is this? How much? How much? And he said, Ambadu Rupai, ma'am. I didn't know what was Ambadu. I said, how much? You write it. You write and show me. So he started mocking. And then I gave him a 10 rupee note. He returned it back. I gave him a 20 rupee note. He returned it back. And I gave him a 100 rupees note. He returned back 50. Oh, then I said, oh, 50 rupees. So he didn't even know to say 50 rupees. He just said, Amba the ma'am, kammi panda mudiyadu, he said. So I can't reduce. He thought I was trying to bargain. So I then said, okay, I need to learn Tamil. If I have to live in Chennai, Madras, then I have to learn Tamil. So those days we didn't have Google Translate and we didn't have a smartphone. So I bought books, English to Tamil, and I started watching serials. I started going to Tamil movies. So somehow I picked up the language. So once you pick up the language, then life becomes easier. So I could go around anywhere and, chat in Tamil. I could just get into an auto. I could go in public transport. Once you know the language, things becomes very easy. I found I was in a similar situation years later when I moved to China. So China, again, I was back to square one. People couldn't, only a few sections of people could speak English, but rest of them, it was Mandarin. So similar situation. When I go anywhere, I just ask, I do the sign language and ask how much and all that. So even there, I made a point to learn the language. So I go to the market, I would say, "Do shao tian," how much it is. And she'll say, oh, Ushukwai, they think that we know the language, Ushukwai, she'll say, that's 50 yuan. Then I bargain, can I give you San Shukwai, can I give you 30? Then she'll say, okay, kai, that is okay, So you learn the basic language, basic words, then life becomes easier. So I found my freedom in Shanghai. I could go anywhere and little bit, with the Mandarin I could speak. I could communicate with the people. So if you have an aptitude for language, not everybody can learn a language so easily. If you have an aptitude, please learn the languages, as many languages as possible. These days you have the Google Translate and you can just translate and show the person what it is. But if you can learn, you better learn the language. And communication is, when you look into somebody's eyes, when you speak, we are like, basically, we are very shy, especially if you come from rural India. I was also a very shy kid. But because I went to a co-ed school, that shyness disappeared. In the long run, shyness disappeared. So we could speak with the boys could speak with the girls without feeling awkward. So the best possible way to get rid of this shyness is you should stand in front of a mirror every day, or once in 2 3 days. Stand and speak to yourself. Look into the mirror, look into yourself, look into your eyes, and speak to yourself. That shyness will go. You'll know very soon you'll become a very confident person. I practiced it that way. I was also very shy, but I practiced it that way. Though the second C is comfort zone. See, when you sit in a nice, comfortable, easy chair, you don't want to get up from that chair. So when if it is not easy, and if it is a hard wooden chair, then after some time you'll get up. So as much as possible, you need to get out of your comfort zone. So when I moved from every 3 cities, we moved uh, different cities across India. I was in Chennai, then I moved to Calcutta, Hyderabad, Mumbai. So several cities. It used to feel difficult in the beginning. I used to, the people, different set of people, different cultures, different surroundings. But then, it will build up your confidence level. And then you become fearless. I can today, if you take me and put me in some island in middle of the Pacific Ocean, I can still survive. So that is the kind of, freedom you get, the kind of confidence you get. So I don't say comfort zone means you should get out of your place. Being in Koppal itself, you get out of your comfort zone. Like if you are used to doing certain things, like you are used to a pattern. I do this. I'll do it for 10 more years. No, you change your pattern. You do something different. You can do, there are several activities you can do. It's like you can volunteer. You can just go volunteer at an organization. You can do something else. You just start, gardening. You start some activity. Do something different. So that is getting out of your comfort zone. So that builds up confidence in you. So suppose you are coming to college by bike or cycling or something. One day you just walk it up to college. That is, you're getting out of your comfort zone. When you walk 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, you get to meet various people. You get to meet different. You observe many new things. So you need to get out of your comfort zone. So the third C, one is communication, comfort zone. The third C is character building. When you're in school itself, you are a different person. You are not as the same as the person who sits next to you. Each person is different. Each person is unique. So you shouldn't, think that the other person is better. Yeah, some kids are very intelligent, and there is this, teachers try to favor the children who are intelligent, and the backbenchers, they are not even looked upon. But every person is unique. Every person has something special in him and in her. So you need to identify your character. You yourself have to identify. Nobody will identify it for you. So you will know if you're shy, you know, okay, I'm a shy person. How should I get out of this shyness? I'll have to do something, I'll have to do extra effort to become a bolder person. I have to get out of this shy nature of mine. So you should identify your character. So the character building happens right in school. So it will go on to your college, and then even when you go out to the outer world, you will know, you will stand out from the rest of the crowd. So don't copy. You get inspired by people. Like, for example, I admire Sudha Murthy. I like the way she writes, the way she's a philanthropist, and she's down to earth. I admire her, but I don't copy her. My writing is totally different than what she writes. And I don't, copy her in the sense I will not dress up like her. Today I might be in sari, tomorrow I might be in a Western attire. So that is my character. I have my own individuality, but you can get inspired by others, but don't try to copy them ditto. So you develop your own identity. And the fourth C is uh, cultivate new habits, learn new skills. So you may not have much choice. Like now you are in BBA schools, you have certain set of subjects. So try to cultivate hobbies, something that makes you happy. See, for me, writing has been my greatest pleasure right from my childhood. Every day, I even today, I have to write a few lines before going to bed. So it can be while I'm watching TV, or I'll find something, I'll note it down. So when I visit a new place, when I travel, I just, something interesting, I write it down. While I'm traveling, I see someone, I find some person interesting, I just write it down. So and so person, such and such dress, seated in this on such and such day. I met such and such person. So I just make notes. So always, I always carry a small notebook and a pen in my purse. But these days you have the camera, so you can just click pictures. Something interesting, you can just click pictures. So whenever I visit historical places, I love to visit historical places. I just visit the museum and I just get to see what is there in the museum. So that is my passion. That makes me happy. Even during COVID times, I was very happy because I had my books and my pen and my writing pad with me. So similarly, you all might have different hobbies, which will make you happy. Some might be good at singing, some might be good at dancing, swimming, gardening, even cooking. Cooking is a great skill. I encourage boys, girls, everyone to know a bit of cooking because you don't know where you will be. You may not get the kind of food you like. So if you know a bit of cooking, it's something you're doing it for your own body. So you can these days there's a lot of adulteration happening. So when you cook, you are putting the right things. So cooking is a great skill. So don't feel belittle because you'll have to cook. Cooking, you can enjoy cooking, gardening. Have your own small garden, grow the plants and the fruits, whatever you like, and learn agriculture again. So it is seen as demeaning nowadays, but no, agriculture, if you really put your heart and soul in it, it will give you a lot of joy. When the trees grow, when the plants grow all around you, it is very heartening. So don't whatever makes you happy. See, but something makes me happy, like writing makes me happy. For to some other person, it is some other hobby. So pursue that today. So that is the kind of you can pursue, you can make your hobby a career in the future. So learn new skills. These days you have computers and internet, and easily you can online, you can learn lot of new skills. So you can do something new. I think in Koppal, just observed there is no cafe culture. Maybe one of you can start a cafe in Koppal. So it is huge in cities, and in especially in Western countries, the cafe comes with a book library and a small restaurant. So it is a place where you go and spend the entire day. So similarly, they'll have a dairy where they make cheese and they make dairy products, and then along with that there will be a small restaurant. So they run a dairy, and it can become your profession. So these are the things which you can add on as you go in life, whatever makes you happy. So the final C is compassion and charity. I think you should be kind to people around you. So don't be nasty, especially in the present day social media. I see it's become very toxic. So somebody posts a video, immediately there'll be comments saying, "Oh, this is not good. He is like that. She is like this. What she has written is what she says is wrong. She is not how she portrays herself on the social media." So life, people have become very toxic. So you try to, be nice to people around you. Talk some good thing about the person. You meet someone, you say, "Oh, you're looking very nice today. Oh, you this color suits you. This color, it may not suit, but you lose nothing by saying good things about others." So wherever I've gone, I've people remember me. Every 3 years, I shift places, and people remember me, and I'm already in every WhatsApp group. So because I've always talked good about people, so by talking, criticizing people, you gain nothing. So be nice, be compassionate, be charitable. So if you are in a position to help others, the underprivileged, and go ahead and do it in a small way. So not necessarily financially. You can give your time. Go and volunteer at the organizations. Give your time. See, there are old age homes. You can go and spend time with the old people. They don't have the kids, or the kids are abroad, so they just they enjoy, they feel like their children have come back to them. Just go, weekends, you just go, spend some time with them. And they see these are the kind of charitable work you can be doing. So apart from the 5 C's, like the communication, character building, and cultivating a habit, getting out of your comfort zone, and then being compassionate and charitable, these days I see many kids are heavily stressed, be it the studies or be it the social media. There's a lot of pressure on the present generation. We never had this because we didn't have a smartphone. Leave alone smartphone. We didn't even have TV till seventh grade. We didn't have TV or telephone. And at best, after school we would play, and then weekends we would go to each other's houses. We meet our friends and their parents, their siblings, friends and their parents and siblings. So life was much simple then. It's not anymore. These days, we are spending so much time on the social, even our generation. I recently came across these AI generated avatars. So many of my friends, they converted themselves into AI avatars on Facebook, and there was this tough competition. Oh, I'm looking better than you. I'm looking better than you. So don't get into that social media competition. Social media apart, so you are beautiful the way you are. You should, accept yourself the way you are, and try to stay a bit away from social media as much as possible. Just limit the time, have a discipline. So, I'll spend only 10-15 minutes on social media every day. So that will make your life much better. And you have to then, another three word mantra is relax, rewind, and recraft yourself. So just relax. You need not do anything. So just one day you just sit in a corner and just close your eyes and relax. Take it slow. You need not be, running all the time. No rushing all the time. Just take it slow. Just sit down, meditate, go to these days there is no system of going to temples, so nobody goes to temples or mosques or churches these days. But when we were kids, it was every week there was one trip. So it was not just going to worship, it was just relaxing. We go meet people. That's where you meet physically. There's no mobile and all that. Physically you meet people, you just sit down, you relax, and then rewind in the sense, look back to yesterday, day before yesterday, and just think, what could you have done better today? So that way you learn, you become a better person day by day, and recraft yourself, because what you are today may not be relevant 1-2 years from now. So every now and then you need to recraft. You see, like Shahrukh, he was into that romantic hero mode. He recrafted himself, and he built that six packs, and he came out as a different person. So even celebrities at that level, they tend to recraft. So if you want to be successful, you have to recraft yourself. So you can't be doing the same thing. So you have to see where I have to polish myself, where I have to recraft myself. So I hope all these, points what I've said will help you in some way. Meantime, I'd like to say a few words about my latest book. Can just pick up the copy and read. It is my journey across India, China, and Malaysia. Um, India and China are the two surviving civilizations in the world today. So no other civilizations have survived. And historically, these two countries have always been friends. They have never gone to war, except recently in the 1960s. So they've had a cordial relationship. There was an exchange of ideas between the two countries. So in between these two countries are the Southeast Asian countries. So Southeast Asian countries, they looked up to China for political and economic development, and they looked up to India for education and spiritualism. So they took something from China, they took something from India, and they made their own. They made their own identity. So that's what I say. You get inspired from this person, and you become your own self. So this book encapsulates my journey across these three nations, and it's a very easy read. It will be in your library. You can pick it up and you can read it at leisure. And I hope, and my publisher, she publishes book, both creative publications for a social cause. So we write for a social cause. So whatever the proceeds from the book go to charities, go to enhancing certain social causes. So these are the kind of value systems which I think you also should inculcate as you grow, as you go ahead in life. And I hope my talk and this book will inspire you all. If even 10 people here get inspired by my journey, I think my life is fruitful. Yeah. Thank you so much.